On today's episode of Stupid Things with Stupid People,
These protesters are confusing self-driving cars with traffic cones. A San Francisco anti-car activism group called Safe Streets Rebel is undergoing their Week of Cone protest. Apparently you can completely...
They exist only for profit-driven car companies to stay dominant and make it harder for transit to stay afloat. This is probably true, but you probably shouldn't be placing traffic cones on cars.
Incapacitate the self-driving taxis in the area by placing a traffic cone on the hood of the car, which causes no damage to the vehicle, but a big headache to the
Thursday, 7/13, there's a state hearing for these companies to expand operations in SF. This week, tell these companies what you think with a cone and check the link in bio for more whatever. Okay, first off, do you notice what they're doing here? Of course, they're placing a traffic cone on the hood of a car. They're also filming themselves doing this, which that's great. That's recording a crime, because there's probably a law about that. I accidentally inserted it. But it's probably public endangerment, because you're stopping a car in the middle of the road.
Protest of self-driving cars, which they're saying are partnering with the police to record video without their consent and are responsible for over 90 accidents just this year. Safe Streets Rebels says that it's
the quality on this is great.
It's not just about them being safe, but they also don't want these high-tech surveillance pods moving around, which is why these
Okay. Week of Cone. Activist group is protesting driverless cars by disabling them with traffic cones. Derided as a prank by other outlets, the Week of Cone is part of a storied American tradition of urban residents opposing the expansion of cars in the city. You're stopping a car in the middle of the road and expect nothing bad to happen. That's just crazy. No one cares, apparently. I say that has to cause more accidents, you know?
No one's in it.
Expanded and basically unfettered access.
I know you can't see his face very well, but if you had good enough quality, you could definitely see his face. Let's bump this up a little bit just for this one frame. See if we can get a good look at his face. But yeah, if you had good enough quality, you could definitely get a good look at him.
Of the Safe Street Rebels and asked us not to share their identity. The group calls the protest the Week of Cone. It is happening ahead of next week's vote by the State Public Utilities Commission on whether to allow crews of Waymo to expand their services in the city.
Residents never actually got a chance to have a say in this, and never really consented to being used as human beings.
ABC7 has documented issues with crews in Waymo. Just recently, 2 Waymo cars stalled near the Pride downtown, backing up traffic. The San Francisco Fire Department has criticized crews for cars blocking emergency units. According to the group, using a traffic cone on top of the car disables it, and since they feel like they are traffic hazards, they think using a cone is a good way to send a message.
As a pedestrian, I feel...
So that means putting anything that is roughly the size or shape of a traffic cone could disable it. They can weigh somewhere around 1.8 pounds to 10 pounds.
The news, not only is this understanding of how EVs operate incorrect, but this is vandalism and encourages unsafe and disrespectful behavior on our roadways. We will notify law enforcement of any unwanted or unsafe interference of our vehicles on public roadways. A spokesperson for Cruise told us Cruise's fleet provides free rides to late-night service workers without reliable transportation options, has delivered over 2 million meals to food insecure San Franciscans, and recovers food waste from local businesses. Intentionally obstructing vehicles gets in the way of those efforts and risks creating traffic congestion for local residents. Safe Street Rebel says the risk of these cars operating is not worth it. They say if cars can easily be disabled with cones, having more of them on the road is a hazard for residents.
Even if you have the perfect driver, which is what these are kind of pitched as, like there's still something fundamentally unsafe at moving at speed with a 2-ton mailbox through the city.
Ryan Curry.
They expect to stay anonymous through all this. But what about, like, if there's passengers in there? I know they just said it's empty and then place a cone on it, but what if someone accidentally screws up, someone's sleeping in the back seat or something like that, and they wake up and, like, they see their face or whatever? I know they're wearing masks, you know, but if these are supposed surveillance pods, then wouldn't they have cameras on them at all times? Wouldn't they be able to record your stupid self putting a traffic cone on the hood? At this point, we should be able to have technology that detects when a traffic cone is on the hood and just not care, you know? That should be an update to that. Do not put traffic cones on the hood of self-driving cars. You could cause very, very large accidents and traffic congestion. And if you got caught, you would be put in jail for vandalism, obstructing the traffic, and probably a bunch of other laws, but that's all I got.